thank you. Adenekon Odoayo, thank you. Bijoke Ariola Michael, thank you. Tenibi Ajeoluwaseun, thank you. Adeyemi, Adeyinka Adeyemi, thank you. Tolu Lope Bolarinwo Logunwa, thank you. Someone's son, Omo Enikan, thank you so much. Sheun Ajayi Padipadimi, thank you so much. I acknowledge you. Thank you. Thank you for helping us on this platform. Bolanle Ogunbanjo Taminokumbia, thank you, ma. Oluwadamilola Oyeniran Rotimi, thank you. Jola Osho Christiana Wuraola, thank you. Shobowale Deborah Folake, thank you. God bless you. I really appreciate you. Lawa Sekinat Banke, thank you. Shosho Mobanke. Ajay Alexander Olumide, thank you so much, my brother. Eli Nino, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. I think okay, Adebola Taiwo, thank you. Ijire Oyila, thank you so much, my sister. I really appreciate you. Thanks, everyone. Good evening, good evening. So you are highly welcome. I am Oluabi or Abid Busi, depending on which page you're watching me from. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful for having you tonight also. Thank you. God bless you. I want to seize this opportunity to thank everyone for how do I say it? For like wishing my husband well on his birthday, which was yesterday. I posted him on the on my wall, and the way you people, you know, you really surprised me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Bankole Ann, thank you. God bless you. You're all welcome. Thank you. So tonight we are going to be talking about food or intake. I received some messages in my inbox, people asking me some messages. If I have a topic to treat or to talk about, I don't go in deep with anybody before the day. After the day we can talk, but before the day, that is it. Unless if I need a research or I need to ask some people questions, and that is it. So though I saw the comment or the question late, but I saw it. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. So tonight we are talking about foods or intakes. So now I start by saying Ogudinyo. Olajumoke Alimi Majowogbe. Thank you, my sister. You're welcome. Thank you. God bless you. We are talking about foods and intakes, or food or intakes, both ways anyway, and that is it. So, but I want us to talk about the definition of food first. We are made to know that foods are any nutritious substance that people or animals eat or drink, or even plants, but not even humans alone. Plants do eat also. They absorb in order to maintain life and growth. We all need food to grow. Everybody needs food to grow. And that is it. So we need food to grow. And that is why food is essential, it's very important in every human's life. Akonji Ajibike classic. Thank you, my sister. Thank you. So when we are talking about food, is everything that is nutritious, not just something we swallow or we put in our mouth. Akerele Moruntonu Fumilola, you're welcome, my sister. So it's not everything that you put in your mouth is nutritious. That is number one. Put it aside. We are still coming back to that. So foods are any nutritious things, like substance that we put into our mouth, that we swallow, that goes down. Either humans, animals, or plants, any living thing. So this is what we absorb in order to maintain life and growth. Without food, there won't be life, right? We need to grow. So we need to eat some things, to put some things in our system to make us grow the way it's supposed to be. Even, it doesn't matter your height anyway. Some people are meant to be tall, while some are meant to be short. some are meant to be medium, but no matter what, you cannot remain the way you were born. Definitely you will grow, even if you're going to grow to some stage and stop. So without food, you cannot be maintained. So you have to eat food to be maintained. That is food. So intake is a bit similar, but add more additions. Okay, like when I say intake is amount of food, you can see. So we can refer to food as what we take inside, what we put inside. So we can say it's an intake. Thank you so much, my sister. So it's something we put into our mouth and goes to our system. But when we talk about intake, there are some additions, like I just said, is not only limited to food. Like hair can be an intake. That is, we put it inside, or any substance that go into the body. That is what we call intake. And we make sure those things, we take them daily, right? Like, we can even be like calories or anything, you know. I'm still coming back to that anyway. So when we talk about food, we're talking about food like we eat, we chop, we swallow, we chew, and it goes inside for our growth, right? It can be water, it can be food, it goes inside. But when we talk about intake, intake can include hair, like the air we breathe in, right, is an intake also, right? It's not limited to food alone. While intake is still food, though, but in addition to that is the air we breathe in inside us that makes us to be a living being, right? Oba Shekola Abiodun, thank you. Popola Olubumi, thank you, my sister. Yusuf MKB, thank you. Babatunde Ola Oluwapo, thank you for Abraham. Thank you for joining tonight. So when we are talking about food, we are talking about what we eat, the substance that give us nutrients, that makes us grow, that helps our body, the skin, the eye, everything that has to do with our growth, right? While we can refer to the intake as both food and hair that we take in. Thank you so much. So that is that. But one thing I want you to understand is when I said there is an addition to intake, my sister, I hope you are taking notes, because you asked about the difference between intake and food. Food can be basically food and water, whatever we eat and drink, or whatever we drink, right? Anything we drink or eat that makes us, that gives us nutrients that makes us grow, that helps our skin and body and everything. But when we talk about the intake, in addition to food, there is air, right? We breathe in air, right? And that is it. So, but when I want to talk about food, I'm still going to deviate, like go on one side to really talk properly about food, right? We are in the world of scarcity these days because everything is scarce. I remember when we were growing up, a lot of things we used to have there, we don't have them anymore. We don't even get to see them anymore because most times we are eating processed foods. We are not eating raw food, like organic, like real food, the way we used to eat that time. Now you can see food, you can see vegetable, like in a refrigerator or freezer. You don't know when they have refrigerated it. Maybe since 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, even a year, right? But in the olden days, we get to go even by the side of the house. You can pluck leaves and cook them. But nowadays, you get them refrigerated, kept in the freezer for months and months, some even years, right? And most times, and when I say processed food, like we have geisha, sardine, and all those ones. I remember then, if you want to cook sardine or geisha or any, I can count it in a whole year, maybe 2-3 times. Right? Because we get to eat real fish, We buy the real fish. But nowadays, everything is inside can. If it's not inside can, it's going to be inside as well. Benny, yes. Oluwasegun Bankole, thank you, my brother. Felicia Afolabi, thank you. Yes. One of my sisters said, Munukun, that not all food gives energy. We know. Food is anything we eat or we drink. Benny. So, Adiola Ari, thank you for coming. So, mostly, these days, we are always eating processed food. I'm talking about food today because I know that to eat real food, organic food, is cheaper and better, more economical, and even safer to our health than all these processed foods we are eating. Okay, now, let me say why I said it is cheaper. Babatunde Mary Abidemi, Crown Bees or more, thank you. Babatunde Abiola, thank you. So, when I say it is cheaper and safer and more economical, right? Okay, let's think about, we want to buy processed food, frozen food that has been in the freezer for a while. Those people will calculate how much they have spent in refrigerating it, at least buying gas, buying petrol for their generator, and even paying for NEPA bills, right? They will calculate everything on top of waiting in the sell, right? But if you go to the farm, or maybe you go to this go for grocery shopping, like the market. I'm sorry, Uncle Simileni. So you go to this market, you want to do grocery shoppings. You go and buy vegetables. Let me say, you buy fresh vegetables and you take it to, right? What you are buying in the market, it is safer in the sense that you are buying it like raw. Number one, it is cheaper because they have not preserved it. They have not spent any money to preserve it. Because those vegetables we are buying that were preserved were spent money to be preserved inside the bag. It obviously they spent money. The water in what they use in mixing all the chemicals and everything, and even the chemicals, and then they will now put them into inside the refrigerator and be kept there for long. I don't know how long. So that's another thing. All those things too will be calculated because everybody wants to make gain. I want to make gain on whatever thing, on whatever business I do. So if I'm going to sell, definitely I will not sell below cost price. I will have to sell higher than the cost price so that I too can have my own gain, right? But when it is vegetable in the market, because it is raw, it cannot be kept for too long, maybe 2-3 days, otimamara. So within the first day, if you don't buy it, the second day is going to be cheaper than before. They want to quickly sell so that they can go and restock and buy new ones, right? They want to do it back, and that is why most of them, they make daily money, right? Okay, if I want to be selling and I want to be making 10,000 daily, right? This is my gain, 10,000 daily. On that 10,000, I can quickly go to the market, purchase some other ones, and come back again and come and sell. But when I keep them in the store and refrigerator, when I have calculated everything, you will come, carry it, you drop it. How many people goes to the store and buy? So we have the mind of buying 3 or 4, they will eventually buy 1 because they cannot afford it, right? At the end of the day, this thing gets to stay in the store longer than usual. And remember, when you bring it out, you did not buy, you return it. Otin raw, right? And then maybe you get to the counter that you want to pay money. You found out that what you had on you as your budget, you have overspent. You have spent more than that. Then the next thing you tell them, like return it. It has spent some minutes with you while you are shopping. It has spent some minutes on the counter, And then while on the counter, they have touched money, they have touched it, they have touched that. Right? Then you will now take it back into the refrigerator or the freezer, wherever it came from. Then the next time again, another person will pick it up. Yes, all this process, not many. Processed foods are dangerous. But nowadays, we can't do without some. That is why I'm imploring you to please reduce eating processed foods. Reduce. If you eat it like 80%, reduce it to like 10 to 15%. Right? So that when you eat so much fresh food, those ones can fight whatever diseases that might be you might be battling with, or that you might encounter during eating of those processed foods. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay, now, so when this one ogbe ojule, the other one ogbe ojule, everybody keep going there and dumping it. At the end of the day, those people will lose, because when it's approaching expiry date, cheap, right? Cheap. Okay, when we look at all these foods, we see that it is cheaper to eat fresh food. If I buy Irish potato, like from the Hausas, right? Most of them sell Irish potatoes. So, like, I buy Irish potatoes, fresh one. I'll take it to peel and wash and cook, fry, whatever I want to use it for, right? But if I go to the store, I want to buy frozen fries, that is frozen potatoes that has already been peeled, because I'm feeling lazy. I don't want to clean. I don't want to peel. I don't have time. I just want food, like in a hurry, just to make sure I eat. Then I end up buying the peeled ones that had already been frozen for God knows how many weeks or months, right? You now buy it, you take it to, you fry it or you cook it or whatever. You don't know what they have used in preserving them. You don't know. You don't know how many times they've been out and in of the freezer. And let's not lie to ourselves. It's like regular. Unless we want to fake ourselves. Even big supermarkets and companies, they switch off and on their electricity and generator plants. So it's light regular. So definitely there will be some days. Freezer mati baje. Pack everything inside, go and put in that one. You don't know how long the freezer has been spoiled. Maybe a day or two. They will now take it back. I saw somebody blending frozen watermelon yesterday. I don't know what to say because it looks somehow to me. But she was talking about how much she bought it, right? If we calculate how much she bought it, when she eventually have food poisoning, right? Or anything happens to her, that 1,000 naira that she spent in buying the watermelon, won't she spend more than that? So now tell me, after eating all these frozen things and stuff, and they say, oh, the person have food poisoning, the person is stooling, cholera, dysentery, diarrhea, whatever, and they now take the person to the hospital. Even if they don't take the person to the hospital, the pain, okay, now let's assume they take the person to the hospital. Are they going to say, oh, well, because she ate processed food, let's treat her for free? It's not possible. They will collect money. They will collect money. And now, you will now end up spending more. See, all this frozen food we are talking about frozen chicken and frozen this thing now. But I will tell you, there's a way you can do your chicken and this thing. If you buy it, and you are the one that killed it and put in your freezer, right? I'm not saying you cannot preserve food, though. Don't misunderstand me. Because you can keep it in the freezer. When you see that there is no light, that is why in Nigeria of today, like I would say in Africa generally, don't keep too much stuff in the freezer when you know there is no constant light. So that if tomorrow comes, there's a glitch or anything happening to the light, the little food you have, you can be able to preserve them. Wasare bija de no freezer, boil shinkoko and everything. What I do, I love to buy it so that it will maintain the fresh taste. The very day I buy them, I boil them before putting them in the freezer so that they will maintain the taste, right? So you can do the same also. People are selling frozen chicken, frozen fish, frozen whatever. You understand? But because of what is going on nowadays, flies will come and perch and perch and perch and perch. People are keeping in the freezer, right? They say it is more hygienic that way, but there's no constant light. So that is why people that are selling, don't buy too much also. People that are buying, don't buy too much also. So that whatever you are buying does not lose taste. Whatever you are buying does not get spoiled. And whatever you are selling at the same time, you make sure you are selling hygienic stuff. Very good stuff that you yourself know you can eat. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, now let's now go to some classes of food. We have spoken about preservation, right? And eating well, eating organic food, clean food. But at times people complain about kosowo, kosikon, kosikoko. But I would like you to know some things, right? Because I remember when we were growing up, we were always eating amalani, fufuni. There are some tribes that have more soup than Yoruba. There are some tribes that have more food than Yoruba. You can, mix match. You can mix Igbo soup. Use it to eat Yoruba solid. You understand what I'm saying? You can mismatch. You can even eat other tribe food. And some people are so picky that they will be complaining, no, once it is more than a widow, I'm not eating, I can't do this, I can't do. But nowadays, that people are eating what they see. But at the same time, you still want to eat right. You want to eat well. You want to eat what will give you nutrients, what will be good for your body, not just to consume and say, but we fail to understand that we still have some foods that are in different classes of food, right? That can be more nutritious to our body than eating some particular food always. Let me start by saying we have some classes of food like we have carbohydrates, protein, fats, and oil, vitamins, minerals, dietary fiber. Dietary fiber was added later. It used to be 6 classes and water. You understand what I'm saying? But nowadays, they are adding this, they are adding that. Where some foods that we used to eat that we don't even know their class, Akasha and Jenny, we still have them, right? Idowu Lizzie Ogunkeye, thank you for joining. Samson Fowowe, thank you, sir, for joining. So all those ones. So they said the classes of food, they are to maintain the main nutrients for the body. Those are the ones we are talking about. Because when we were growing, I know we used to talk about 4 major colors: red, blue, yellow, and green. Later they added brown and red, blue, green, and then whatever was it, white, I don't know. But later they added yellow and brown. Now they added black and white. They added this and that, and I'm just trying to let you know. So every day we learn more. Everything, things are changing, and that is why. So when we talk about the classes, there used to be 6 classes, but nowadays there are 6, 7, 8. So I'll just talk about few ones, like about 6 or 7 of them. I'll talk about carbohydrates for example, because carbohydrates they are grains, the bread, noodles, pasta, crackers, you know, all those ones, rice, cereal. It depends on the kind of cereal anyway. So those are carbohydrates. You know the funniest thing, there are some fruits that are carbohydrates. They are under fruits, right? They are under minerals also. They are under carbohydrates. So that's why I said some food belongs to like 3 classes of food. Put them as sharalori. But most times we don't remember those, right? We just remember few ones. Some people will say rice. Me le sheki maje rice. Right? Rice, carbohydrates. Whether we like it or not, it belongs to carbohydrates strictly. Right? But when we talk about some like legumes, legumes like dry beans, lentils, peas, peas that man say fried rice that man say, those ones, they are carbohydrates, right? And some of them again belong to protein. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you can see what I'm saying. That when you know that there are some there are some foods that can serve you as both protein and carbohydrates, look for them. Munukunoni, right? Munukuni. So these ones are giving us, you know, I need energy, we want to be strong, we want to be this and that. All those ones. Then we have proteins. Proteins are lean meat. Really need too much fat. Then I need the you know, funniest thing, under carbohydrates we have milk and yogurt. Then under protein we still have them. That's another thing. So they can serve as both carbohydrates and proteins. Yes, like lean meat, that's beef. Yes, it's protein, right? Then poultry, like all this chicken we are talking about, turkey, cocoa, fish, eggs, nuts. When we are talking about nuts, ekpagan is part of it. Peanuts, tamanje, granules, ekpa is part of it. We can use ekpa to make anything. Okay, if you know you are eating eba, rice, you can make granule soup to eat it. You can make granule soup to eat gari, to eat eba. You can make granule soup to eat rice. You understand what I'm saying? You can make granules to do snacks for the children. You can give it to them to eat raw. Anyhow, nut is nut. Not only granule, there are other nuts too that you can eat. You understand, like almond fruit nuts, you can eat all those ones too, right? But they are expensive. The cheapest one is ekpa, which is the peanuts, the granules. Yes, even the ekpa. You know, funniest thing, you can even get to make them yourself. Somebody was talking about, because I want to make gari, I will now go through all this stress. It is worth doing. If you know that gari is part of your major food, you can decide to buy cassava and make the gari on your own. Not only will it be so clean, because you are the one making it yourself, you are satisfied that with the neatness, I did my best, right? With preparing it, no chemical was added. They didn't add any chemical to make it soft before 3 days. When they will keep it for 3 days, they are not saying, and I add chemical. No, you are not going to do it, because you are the one that is going to consume it by yourself, right? You will make it so clean, you will make it so healthy as it's supposed to be. And then when you make it, you make in a container and keep at home. It's not something you make regularly. It's not something you make today and then tomorrow you start making again. No. You can make it today, and in the next 1-2 months, you have not even made another one. Right? And that way is even cheaper. You will not find that by the time you calculate the gas and everything you have spent, you will see that with the money you have spent on all those things, it's only energy you require more, right? You will see that you have gained money. Boyera Congo con, like 1,000 naira. I'm just citing an example. And then you made, if you buy Congo con, like 1 Congo for 1,000 naira, and you buy 10 Congos, that's 10,000. You can buy cassava of 3,000, make it and do everything. At the end, with cost price and everything you have spent, maybe 7,000. And you are making more than that 10 Congos. You guess what I'm trying to say? And that 10 Congos, maybe it lasts you for like 3 months. Right? Now you have made more than 10 Congos. This can even last you like 5 months. You have gained more. But because we are lazy, everybody wants to do collar job. Everybody wants to get things easier. Get it done. Back. I don't have time. I don't have energy. I don't have time to waste. We want it, if possible, gone. We want, some people are using surrogacy to carry pregnancy. Not that they're having issues, though. Oh, you mean if I could drop, if I could shame, they are asking people to do it for them. So now tell me, if people can do that one, will that be the person that you will not come and say, oh, yeah, want your gari? It's not possible. You get what I'm saying? At the back of your house, you plant plantain. One strand like that, one stand. Before you know it, branches will be coming. Stems will be coming. Oti di meji, oti di meta, oti di mẹ́rin. You can even end up selling them because you won't be able to eat everything. And then that one can give you fiber. We are still coming back to all those ones. It will give you so much things. You can eat it unripe. You can eat it half ripe. You can eat it ripe. Children can eat it and enjoy it. One day I was showing my children how to eat plantain, fried plantain with gari. They were looking at me like, "Kini ya inde?" I said, you people are missing. During our own time when we were young, once they give you like 4 plantain, okay, gari. But because you people have it better than we used to have it, so many things the children are not even exposed to it. They don't even know it. Right? So if we can prepare some things, if you're in a rented apartment, you can buy tank, tank yonike, and beg your landlord, every month, mama fún yín mẹ́rin tó bá ti ń gbó. That mẹ́rin, if you give your landlord 4, on the ones you are going to sell some, you are going to, harvest some and prepare for yourself. And eja is part of proteins. It even helps the children to grow very well. So now tell me, as you are gaining, you are doing it in such a way that, because there are so many things they are using chemicals for. If they can inject chicken, so that the chicken can be big suddenly. This one, you will see that all these ones are organic. Because you are going to eat it yourself, you won't feed them with nonsense. You will want them to grow naturally so that they will be good and they will serve the purposes of why you are even rearing them or doing the farming. And before you know it, you can extend. Oti di septa tank meji, oti di meta, oti di mẹ́rin. If your landlord want to gbemu, from there you sell fish, you can have money to go and finish your own apartment or land or whatever. You move in there as it is, or mama manage. And before you know it, we see so many people because they are determined. But because of what is going on, let me say enlightenment that we are having, everybody is now exposed, everybody don't tear eye, everybody eye don't open. Nobody wants to go to the farm anymore. Nobody wants to go and do this and that. Everybody wants to be in the city girl. But you can still be in the city and still be doing all these things. vegetable soup and rice, they go well. Yeah, ẹ̀fọ́ rírò. It doesn't have to be ẹ̀fọ́ olówó ńlá. Here, at times I will just collard green as we have it at the back of the house. Omo, egba, eba mi ge. We cut it. We buy spinach. Like you can buy amunututu and ugu and mix together. Omo dabi edi kaikon. Yeah. It will give you iron. It bẹ́ẹ̀ni. So, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa fún yín. If it is one fish outside the lomu, you carry it, put it in the this thing and steam it. You use pepper to steam it and put it aside. Then pour the vegetable in the pepper. Water leaf and ugu, God bless you. Yeah? So, you mix it together. You can use it to eat solid. You can use it to eat rice. And that is it. We are talking about. Even the beans we are talking about. You can use beans to make so many. Beans, one fish, they use it as soup. They use beans as soup. Begiriwa. You can make it. Now they are using beans as solid. They will peel it. Some don't even peel it. Somebody said it. That she will just blend it and stir it like amala. It's even good for people that have diabetes. Right? So, all those things. But because we are lazy, we don't have time to research. We don't have time to try new things. And some people are so rigid. No, I can't be trying this and that and this and that. I once said it here. How to cook all this, some of the Igbo soup I used to cook. I learned them under the bridge, Leko. I went to go and buy with my neighbor. We went to go and buy clothes. So we were waiting for all these carrier people to carry our stuff. Then we just passed and I said, Mommy Lagbaja, let's stand here and catch Onje Igbo. The man was Igbo, but he used to speak Yoruba very well. I said, So I saw the soup for the first time. I never saw that kind of soup. I said, what kind of soup were they calling this one? He said, oh, this is Achi and Oha. I said, Achi and Oha. What is Achi? He said, oh, Achi is like a goosey, but it will just be as if it's slimy a little bit, and this and that. These are Oha leaves. I said, really? I saw goat leaf, goat meat. I saw, We ate. There, I was telling them, teach me how to cook it. They were looking at me and laughing. I pleaded with one of the children writing homework. I took pen from him and I took paper and I started writing down. They taught me how to cook it. I wrote everything down. The next day I practiced it. Yeah. And that is it. Ever since then, I've been cooking it. Achi and Oha, yes. At times, I cook bitter leaf and cocoyam. I cook them. We use it with solid. So nowadays that we have even learned so many things, we are eating plantain, unripe plantain as amala. I know when I was younger, people with diabetes used to go to Oje markets in Ibadan to go and buy the ready-made ones like elubo. Some will even dilute it and mix it. They will not give you the real one, the original one. But nowadays, with the help of Buchi Mix Blender, where everybody they blend everywhere. Just buy blender. Buy unripe plantain. Make sure it is really unripe. Not the one they buried with carbide though. What do they call it? That will be smelling one kind of awful smell. That's another thing. I said it, if you have it's not everybody that will be able to plant in the house. You still get to buy some things. But make sure that whatever you are going to buy, you are the one that you're going to process it yourself, like 85%. If you did not plant plantain, but you are able to buy unripe plantain, you can blend and stir it and make amala by yourself with it. You don't have to go and dry and be sunning it where birds will come and poop there. You blend it together and be eating. No. This one, do it fresh as it's coming. Like that. Blend it and use it as amala. Okra, you can plant okra in bowls. Like all these old pots that are leaking. Go and put loamy soil inside. Loamy soil. And then you put okra seed. It will grow. It will grow. Put ewedu. Yes. It will even give you a chance to be eating fresh food. Because you pluck, you blend, you eat. That is it. So we have ways that we can be economical, hygienic, and, at the same time. At the same time. Why I am just bent on food and all these things these days is because of the way I see mothers especially, trying to struggle to feed children. And a child that is not well fed, we still, whether we like it or not. If we are able to, the children are able to, manage themselves, like, won't be making tura, maybe, I will not steal. Maybe 5% out of 90, out of 100. The rest will steal if they don't eat well. Yoruba says, once you are able to feed and you are satisfied, at least you have something to hold your stomach. The rest of the problem are minor. They will be minor. But when you have not eaten, and somebody is not talking about can you see? Efirin, that's mint leaf. That's saint leaf. You can use it to cook egusi papa. You can use it to mix that edikaikong that we are talking about. That I said you can use ugu and water leaf together. It's very good. You can do a foriro, the real spinach, and mix it with efirin. You can do pepper soup. If you have catfish in the house, goat meat, chicken, anything, not fish, pepper soup, you can use it to make pepper soup. Pepper soup, you can use it to eat rice. We have brown rice, we have white rice. We have basmati. Basmati can be expensive, but local rice or father rice is very good. I know we're not the gold, but people are still planting local rice in Nigeria now. When we buy it, only that if you have to eat all those ones, that to be proportional. Small quantity, not gaki, not when you eat, you put it on the table and then any visitors that enter and say, why are they eating like that? No. Dear, you want to see. Even if you have to feed your children 4 times a day, as children, that food you are giving them once, split it into 2 or 3. Give them after 2 or 3 hours. Call them again. Feed them. The children will be telling you, whereas people that are eating once or twice a day are even eating more than them. That is one thing. We don't understand that. But if you keep it so small, not too much, the child comes back again for the 2nd time, for the 3rd time, maybe every 3 or 4 hours. The child will think, oh, not knowing that it's the same food. That is it. We just have to manage and make sure we are feeding them right. Because the problem bad day, money will not even solve what is happening. People are having so many diseases. And what some of them we don't even know their names. And they were generated from eating all these junks that we are eating. Right? Just to eat well. We have fat and oil. We have butter. We have oil. People are doing homemade butter. I saw it. I said I'm going to practice it. If I do homemade butter, I bought one butter. I don't want to mention the name. The moment I saw it, the children were screaming, hey, Nigerian butter, I should buy it. I got to. I cannot say this is how the taste is. And as greedy I was doing, I bought big jars, meji too. I bought it now, it's over 6 months. We have not even eaten 1 to 1/4. because of the taste. It was so obvious that this was not butter. Butter used to be greasy, very oily. Odani shaka. You understand what I'm trying to say? So when I saw somebody doing it on the internet, teaching people how to make butter, I said, this is good. I will try it. Teaching how to make cream cheese, which is good. Cheese is good too. Yes. We have it under proteins. So that is it. Health is wealth. Yes, sir. We have to make it right. We cannot be 100% right, but at least let's try our best. Let's try our best. Right? Now, before we used to fry chicken, fry that, fry it. Now there's people who are grilling it. People are putting it in the oven. People are using stove, their gas, the one-phase gas that they are using. They will put a pan there, and just put it on low heat, and be stirring it, turning it, and it will come out nice. Nobody will know. Before we used to fry eggs with ororo, that when you are eating egg and yam or egg and bread, the oil will be coming like be leaking hand. But nowadays, you got to buy spray. You just spray it. Or even, at times, you can even fry your egg without oil. You can steam it with tiny water, just drops of water, and put it on low heat. It will come out nice. And that is it. Some people are rearing chicken. Caged. I was sharing with a friend. I sent some. She was asking me, did the chicken come in here to lay? They will come in there, lay. You carry your egg. Egg is 250, I'll be 300 naira for one. You can imagine how much is a crate of that. But when you have, even if it is ordinary 6 chicken, my uncle's wife used to do it. It was from her. I will be looking, because we used to do local chicken. But she was doing a Greek. But she kept them in a corner like that at the back of the house. Christmas time, when people are buying chicken of expensive, chicken is so expensive, she will just carry. She'll carry 4 or 5, butcher them, and eat for Christmas. And those chicken, their legs, their thigh, we'll be looking at them. From there, they will be throwing head of chicken to dogs. We will eat head of chicken. So all those things, we have to minimize the money we spend on junks. Yes, too much cholesterol. It will buy ororo, the oil. We use it to fry chicken. Stew. The oil on the stew can be up to 2 liters. We won't even know whether we are eating pepper or we are eating oil. We boil rice, we add oil. Eba fororo díẹ̀ sínú rice yẹn, ma like bó ṣe máa ń ta sánsán. Oil. Too much. Abula. I just said it. I said amala. You can do amala dudu like unripe plantain to make amala dudu. It will give you fiber. Diabetes, that fún wọn ní insulin. It helps them a lot. And now, economy is to detect wípé plantain peel na amala. So me, I will show you the video that I made severally. I know it's going to be darker than when you use ordinary the plantain, the unripe plantain. But nowadays, I cut it. I will just blend it. Go and bring the plantain. I will just blend it. I'll blend it like that. I'll cut the head off the. It will even monokuni. It will even be more in the pot. Instead of me to be using 4 plantains, I will use 2 or 2.5 because of the peel. it will make it to yeah. You understand what I'm saying? You have to be more economical. The unripe one, you are not this cut. The one they cut, go and bring it. I just want to show you. The one they cut is there, the unripe one. I just want to show you to see. It is not that I'm saying it, I'm practicing it also. You understand what I'm saying? I can show you videos. I have them on my phone. I will post it and let people see. Eat it with vegetable. Eat it with abula. Yeah. The abula, the begiri, is made of beans. Beans is both carbohydrates and protein. Go with it. Yes, it's fine. It's good food. Yes, with the peel. Hold on. That is it. I want to show you. I like, see, this is not lie. You see, this is it. Can you see? This is plantain with the peel. You see? I'm going to blend this and make amala. I have a goosey that I'm going to eat with it. That is it. Initially, I used to use pando yam, but now I will buy yam. A friend of mine introduced me to I have the mortar. If I want to use energy, we use the mortar. If we don't want to use the energy, we use the small machine. And to make it, I'm using real yam to make pounded yam. Not the pando that I don't even know the sauce. It was one time somebody was telling me that they use pando. They are using potato to make pando. I said, really? I never knew. How far it is true, I don't know. But they used to write yam there. They said they used to mix it with yam. But if I want to make amala now, if I buy amala, it was when I had a visitor last year, November, that I went and bought amala. For like 2 years, I have not bought elubo. I've been using plantain. But when somebody now said you can use it with the peel, see, I've been using it with the peel. This is it. Can you see how much is it? Can you see? This is no lie. So I'm not saying it because I'm not practicing it. I say it and I practice it. I do it myself. I've tested it. I've tasted it. I have people that have diabetes that is calming them down. Their blood, yeah, is good. Okay. So it's, you know, their blood sugar is going down. So that means it's really working. And we that don't have it, is to prevent us again. So if I want to eat my gari, I will add small oil in water and pour it on the pot and stir like amala. They said the small oil you're adding brings down the whatever the starch or whatever. No, not even the starch. Like the carbohydrates, like glucose, maybe in this thing. How far it is true, I don't know. But when I want to eat it, I eat proportionally small. I don't eat large quantity, and I eat it on time. So those are the things we have to think about, or we have to practice to make sure, because diabetes nowadays, we don't used to know what is diabetes in Africa. Nowadays, every corner is diabetes. Every corner is cancer. Some people eat so much sugar. It's not until when you eat sugar like this, but too much carbohydrates turns into glucose. Too much glucose in your body is not good. Because in the olden days, we walk from Felele, you can walk to Challenge, you can walk to Molete, you can walk to Bode. But nowadays, it's Okada everywhere. Okada, Marwa, Moto, this one. People are not walking the way they used to walk. That time when they eat amala, they eat eba, they eat all those strong food. They walk, they do this, they do that. They burn out some energies. But nowadays, on the spot where we ate, that's where we call, Mama, come bring water to wash hand. You wash hand. On the spot there, will give me water to drink. We drink. From there, we just manage to crawl inside and go and sleep. No activity. And which is even affecting us. So that is why we have to try as much as possible, in as much that we want to eat good food. We want to make sure we are eating healthy. We want to make sure we are more economical, like keeping money, not spending too much money on what we are not spending. We are not supposed to spend money on. We have butter, we have nuts, we have fish, we have dairy products, we have dark chocolates, we have olives. All those ones might not be Nigerian food, but the ones we have in Nigeria, we have it. We have avocado. We have the avocado is pear, the Oyibo pear, and we have our own. I remember on my way that I used to see it. I don't like the taste. But nowadays, when I know the worth, it's even good for your skin. You see your skin shining. Some people are even mixing it to wash hair, to do this, to give yourself, good look. I'm not talking about people that will say organic cream ni monlo, and now they are turning to Oyibo, the African European. I'm not talking about those ones though. I'm talking about people that are using organic stuff to rub their... Somebody introduced me to a cream. I will show you. I can even post it to show you how I made it. Like shea butter ori. I mix it with original olive oil. On the fire, I added castor oil. I added this. I will show you with cloves. I blended the cloves. I made it so smooth. I mix everything. I stir it. I put it in a bowl and put in hot water. Then I pour it in a container and waited for it to be cool. I started using it for my daughter's egg. Everything kept coming out again. And it's getting better. So we are using... Nowadays, let's keep using our own products. Let's keep... people are inventing so many things. Some people started this amala now. Let's also, I'm not talking about blendy. When you blend your love fries with chicken and salad together, I'm not talking about all those ones. So I'm talking about when you invent good food. Somebody started this eating with the peel of plantain, and now it's everywhere. Somebody came, one of our visitors that came yesterday, I said that he was diabetic. I said, should I make you? He said, oh, I ate that one 2 days ago. Let me eat something else. That is to show you that people are knowing more and more about that. So we are not the only people. We are not the only person doing it. So you have mackerel, eja. If it is one you can buy, manage it. You don't have to use pepper, make sauce. I tell people, go to the market, go and buy dry pepper. Pick the dirty things out of it, blend it. If you want to blend it, buy that tatache bawa and tatache, the dry ones. Pick the dirty things, blend them together dry. Keep them in the house. Buy tin tomato. If you don't want to buy tin tomato, you can buy tomato. Even you can buy esha, all those ones, rotten ones. But you make sure you buy them fresh the very day they come back from the market, so that you prepare it yourself. Buy it, wash them, it will be cheaper. Put them in pots and steam it. Then you blend it with your blender and keep somewhere. On the days you are broke, that one can even give, if you add small oil to it and make it go down that, because when you blend it again, you can still cook it again and add small oil and put in all this container of what is it called? Bonvita, all those babasala Bonvita. You put them inside and keep them where it is cool a little bit. So on the days when you are finally broke, you have some rice, you can use it to make stew. You can use it to cook. Buy beans and blend it, peel it and make it dry. Blend it and keep in the house. You can use it to make meme, akara, the soup. On the days you are broke, small pepper, mix it with it. Children will eat. You will achieve the 6 classes of food in it. That is Ogbonlogba, bó ṣe gbà nìyẹn. I tell you, the rich also cry. A sister was telling me that she got to the market. This is a person that I know, she has money. She said when she got home, that for the first time, she had to sit down and started writing out what she bought and how much she bought them to see how she has spent the money, because she felt like maybe she lost money. She said, my sister, no be small, no. That she had to sit down and be writing. We have vitamins, vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin C. Even vitamin C that we used to buy, we don't buy them then. We pluck orange. Or somewhere, lime, lemon, all those ones, orange, say, mango, all those ones. We pluck them fresh from this thing. But nowadays, do we get to see them? Even all the trees, don't if you call it. All those ones is happening everywhere. God will help us. Now small, Now small. It will, when you have injury, you will not even go home and show them, because it will heal. You are eating fresh fruits from the tree. But nowadays, you go even take vitamin C tire. The thing go open out like this. It don't heal. Try as much as possible. It is not everything you are, especially if you are a working class person. On the days you are free, instead of you to be going to Owambe or to be doing gossip, do something in the house like that. Do something in the house. We decided not to be buying tomatoes too much. So when we plant, the first year was when it was a bit difficult, because we were trying not to. So we reduced buying tomatoes, because at times they glaze the body because of pesticides, all these pests. So they use pesticides to preserve them so that they will not be eaten by pests. But is it good for the body? No. You still have to buy vinegar to be using to wash, to do the deal. Who have all those things? But when we plant them, we freeze them inside. We have to get another freezer to be putting them, because there is light. But if there is no light, we will do all these ones I used to do when I was home. We will cook them and put them aside, which we can use for months. And steam them, boil them, keep them aside. Yeah, all these things are very good. All these things, they are very good. So when you have all these vitamins and everything, it will help you. It will help your growth, the growth of your children. The children will grow normally. They will not have kwashiorkor. You will not even be shy or ashamed to showcase your children. And these people are complaining there is no money. See how the children are shining. You are using sense. You are using brain. That is it. To be good for their cells, for their organs, everything. And that is it. Minerals in core. We have cereal. You know, we mentioned cereal in carbohydrates. It's even good in minerals. Bread, meat, fish, all those things, milk, dairy, nuts, and whatever. Protein, right? Fatty. We're not talking about minerals again. I said it. I said some foods are good. They are good in so many classes of food. Yes, the children won't be falling sick anyhow. Yeah, if the children eat right, even you as an adult, if you have headache, you will know it is stress. Let me drink water, and that is it. All this dietary fiber we're talking about, fruits are part of it, vegetables and stuff like that. We have what they call psyllium musk. Maybe you are trying to use like I used to use coconut shaft to make amala. I will buy coconut. I will use the water of coconut. I can drink it. I can use it to make tapioca. I can use it as a coconut milk. The shaft, I will peel the back. After taking out the shell, I'll peel the brown back. So I will blend it and make coconut milk out of it. Then the shaft, I will make sure it is dry. I will use it as amala. This filial musk, when you add small to it, it will make it a hold so that it will not be scattering. Atufije. You use it as smoothie. God bless you. As smoothie. Even if you are going to eat processed food, if you bake, you can use maybe berries, you can use banana, you can use some of these things to add to what you are eating, to cook or to bake. It will come out nice. The children will be saying, yummy, yummy. You are giving them a treat. And you have achieved your aim, giving them good food. Water, uncle. They said water is not a type of food, but it is an essential nutrient that is important for overall health and well-being, because you need water. No, I didn't say coconut shell. Don't misunderstand. You're sorry, Ogini. I said coconut. When you buy coconuts, you break it. The water inside, ominu agbon, you can use it. You can drink it. Some people drink it like that. You can even buy unripe. It's strong dada to drink. It brings down cholesterol. It brings down blood pressure. Yes. So that coconut water, you can use it where people that drink tapioca, you can add it to tapioca. You can cut the coconut small and put it in the tapioca also. But when I do that, I now use the coconut gongon after removing the shell, add shell here to lay. After removing it, only brown lara. That brown, I will peel it. I will now put the rest, the white part, I will put it in the blender and blend and make sure it is smooth. When you make it smooth, you drain it. You sieve it, biomi, like all those clothes we use for ogi, to sieve ogi. You will sieve it out. The milk, you can use the milk to cook rice. You can use it to drink all this cereal. Coconut, skinita, love, lamra. You can use it to drink cereal, cornflakes, all those things. It's good, right? So the shaft, you will dry it and make sure it is dry. Then you will do it like amala. When water is boiling, because it doesn't rise up, right? So you make sure the quantity of the water and you have so much shaft. If I see the video, I have made so many videos. Some are not even this year. Some like 2 years, 3 years ago. If I come across them, I'll be posting them and let you see. So you will stir it. When you see it is hot, you see, oh, you mama foka, that psyllium husk. Jojo, come. I will show you again. I have it. You will, hold on, please. I want to explain to the girl to go and bring you. I'm sorry, I don't want to get up. I just want to, I want my daughter to bring it so that I will show it to you. Though I know it is expensive. I used to bring it to give my friends in Africa anytime not that one. I'll show it to you. Please don't be angry. Enti ogbon lawo ngbo. Se ko doti. Only psyllium husk. See. Because I put it by the fire. Oh, sorry. Because I put it by the fire. See. There are some of them that have flavors, but I buy the plain one. See, only sugar. It doesn't have sugar. It doesn't have anything. It's unflavored. You can see. It is unflavored. I buy it. If you go to, there's these people that are doing keto, they used to show it, right? They used to see no added sweetness, sweetener. You see, no sweetener added, and it is plain one. You can see it. You see, okay. It says appetite control, because it is fiber. It controls your appetite. You won't be hungry unnecessarily. Especially people that are diabetic, they always crave for sugar thing. So it will keep it low. Then heart health. Then lowering cholesterol. It lowers cholesterol. Then sugar level comes down to normal. And that is it. You understand? You add it. Let me show you. See. To show you that I'm using it, oh, see, it's almost finished. You just use small and pour it in that coconut shaft, so it will make it to hold, to be firm, so that konima afonka, it won't be scattering. It will now be forming like amala. You put it on low heat when you are doing that, and that is it. You use it to eat draw soup, draw this thing. Well, people will be saying, but it's not every day I eat it anyway. People are using it like raw, this thing. I don't know how to make it. But I buy the ones they've already made. So, and that is it. That is it. So many people that you are seeing them. Like we no get money for reduction. I be doing this. I manage my health. We are not perfect. Good health belongs to God, right? But just do your best. Do your best. So when we talk about all those ones, right? So it gives you, like the water we are talking about, play a vital role in the bodily functions, like including regulating body temperature, yes, carrying nutrients and oxygen to cells and removing waste products from your body. So when you drink enough body, you have bowel movements. Toilet. Some people cannot drink. Let me tell you one secret. In Africa, we are always dehydrated because our weather is hot, and we are always anemic. Among funfun and leje. That's why that any little thing, wow. But all these things, you can manage it on your own, that you don't have to depend on artificial eje. Artificial, when you eat ugu, it's very good. Afunyini iron, spinach, afunyini iron, all those ones. There are some fruits too. We might not have it in Africa, like in Nigeria, like strawberry, blueberries, and all those ones. We might not have them. But chicken feet, I remember when my baby was small, the conductor complained that she was always happy, licking it and doing this. You can use the chicken feet to make pepper soup. Yes. Sorry, I think it's the network. The network has been acting up. So, it can, yes. Poro, that is it. I remember they used to put it in a zobo drink. They used to put it in beans. They use that poro in beans. All those ones. Please, we don't have to, when visitors come, they will now see my children eating chicken feet. Let on look by Joe. She bought mommy move let's say adie. Call look by Joe. Make sure you drink water as much as possible. Drink water as much as possible. Some people will drink 2 sachets of water in a day. Nítorí kíni. Even children drink more than 2. Drink as much as you can drink. In the morning by 11 a.m., you're supposed to have drank up to like 3-4 sachets of water. Like 11 a.m. in the morning. Drink water. You can survive without food, but you cannot survive without water. If you are dehydrated, one can die when one is dehydrated. If you don't have enough water in your body system, that's why you see people when they are pooping, turn stool. they're becoming weak because gbogbo mi ara non yadanu. But the more they start drinking, there was a time I was in Africa. I was stooling for like 18 days. I be 19 days. I spent about 24 days in Nigeria. For 19 days, I was stooling. But each time I go to the bathroom, as I'm coming back, I carry water again and drink. I didn't go to the hospital. I was drinking and drinking and drinking. They said it was a change in weather because my stomach was hot or something like that. So I kept on drinking and making sure I was hydrated. And that works a lot. So you can't survive without water, but you can survive with food. People are fasting. People fast. Some people will say, oh, they are fasted for 50 days, 40 clinical. They are only drinking water. Some will drink water in the morning, drink in the evening, but they won't eat food. But if they do without water, they can die. They can die. So we can manage ourselves. Let's keep managing ourselves. Let's stop complaining. Yes, kidney stones. I used to have it. I used to have gallbladder stones. A doctor told me I should go and do a surgery. That was about 10, 15 years ago. And then, excuse me. So they gave me medication like antibiotics. So when I went home that time, I went to see my kids. So I now went to a pharmacist. I was not complaining. I wanted to buy that kind of a medication because it was exhausted. I finished it. And that one asked me what I wanted it for. I told him. Now said, Madam, should I tell you, go and drink enough water. If you drink so much water, you don't have to do surgery and you don't have to be taking all this medication. So he said, because we fail to understand that according to your weight, according to your body, there's some certain amount of water you are supposed to be gulping every day. But if you gulp less, like you drink less today, you drink less tomorrow, you drink less next tomorrow, definitely you have kidney stone or gallbladder stone, all those ones, you have it. Because there was not enough fluid and water on your body system to flush out the dirty things. So your kidney will be attracting them. Your gallbladder will be attracting them. And the next thing, you'll be having issues. So when he told me that day, he didn't sell that medication to me, chemist in Nigeria. He asked me, because a doctor said it here too, but I didn't really pay attention. But when he said it, and I went home, and I said, "Enyom, pure water." I drank 6 pure water. Jimmy, because my body I was not going up and down. I would be peeing and peeing and peeing. But I saw that the moment I drank that water, within minutes, I felt relieved. So ever since then, when I wake up in the morning, I drink water. Till tomorrow. First thing, if I'm not fasting, once I wake up, I drink water. Before I go to bed, last thing, I drink water. And when you drink warm water, it helps you. See all these Chinese people, they don't drink cold water, cold clinical. But we are so used to it because of our weather. Oh, hot, we want to drink something too. But at times, when we keep water outside in the night, when you know you are the only one in the compound, or you have all these clay pots, we are not using them anymore. I want all those clay pots that we used to have in the olden days, that they will put down. There's a bowl, they will put it on top of a bowl and pour water in it. The water is always cool, cooler than thermocool. In the morning, you see the water so cool. Even in the afternoon, you see that it's still cooler than the regular water we have. But nowadays, we are used to pure water, pour water everywhere. There was a day someone saw a tiny snake inside pure water. I think I shared it on Facebook. Tiny snake. But because everybody wants to drink processed water, I mean, regular, pure water ni mo. Àtàwọn tó máa bùrọ̀ náà pure water ni. No, bottled water ni. Did you know where they made the water? Did you go there? Did you see them? Did you see how the water was made? We have to be very careful. We have to be very careful. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to talk about the intake, but let me just say it briefly, like the air we breathe in and breathe out, right? Okay, let's say, what do we breathe in? It's part of the intake we are talking about. Are you the type that is living with people that smokes? What do you breathe inside of you? Are you the type that smokes, or you even drink alcohol? Some people cannot drink water. Me le mumi. Me le fomi logun. No, I don't like water that much. Me le sheki ma mu coke. Keep it up. Keep drinking it. And when the nemesis come, right, you will now be running skelter or helter skelter. That, oh, you want a solution, you want a medication, you want this, you want that. But there are some people that are keeping their livers, they are keeping their kidney, they are keeping everything intact. They are eating well what they are supposed to do. You will now be looking for someone that wants to do an organs transplant. You have the money, you can't eat right. Why can't you keep your own organs clean? They will smoke, they will drink, Indian hair, money, all these things. You don't know that your body, it is however you treat or you take care of it, Loshima enjoy it. So many times, when we fall sick and we get to the hospital, you get healed quickly before you do, because you don't engage in some stuff. But if you have been engaging yourself in all this, I didn't say people that don't smoke don't get sick. Don't misunderstand me. They do get sick. But most times, they usually get healed on time. Because they don't smoke, they don't drink, they don't take drugs, they don't take this, they don't lick that. Some people in the aspect of Kayamata, Natiko put this, insert that, drink this, do that, lick this. At the end of the day, you enter Wahala. You enter Wahala. All this toxic. And some people, I don't swim, I don't drink, I don't smoke. But your husband smokes, or your wife smokes, or you are in a club every day. Where this one is, not long. You know there is second-hand smoker. You don't smoke, but somebody that is very close to you smokes and infects you. I used to have a client that died of cancer. Her husband was smoking. She never smoked for once. But her husband was smoking. Ibelotiri cancer, only lungs cancer. You understand what I'm saying? Magbeno Goriota all the time. This one smoke, this one smoke. And then now they are smoking some things now. Whether na nicotine, we cannot be shisha, I don't know. I'm sorry. Whether it's shasha, whether it's shisha, that they will put a vapor and they will. That's why youths are dropping down. 25-year-old, 30-year-old, one kidney tibaje, kilo tifaye. They will not drink. Some will wake up in the morning. Paragani. There was one day I was riding with one Okada man around 4 p.m. Mogogoro, did you drink? I said, hey, look at this, auntie. Your nose is very sharp, very sensitive. I just took a small gassy kekere in the morning since 5 a.m. I said 5 a.m. Laro. That's why they engage in, they involve in accidents. What's in kini, like in the morning, when you're supposed to take something mild, something soft for your stomach and your body, your stomach tissue. Come warm water. Chelsea or whatever. We have to be very careful. We have to be very careful. Nowadays that things are happening, even if you don't want to live with a smoker, you are walking on the street, you are going by, generator smoky, this one smoky, that one smoky, I want on dano, the smoke, the firewood, the everything. We inhale toxics. There are so many companies. They are using generating plants. They are using heavy generating plants. All those ones, we inhale them every now and then. Those are the intakes we breathe in all the time. If we breathe them in all the time, we inhale carbon dioxide all the time, right? Okay, now we process it and exhale, right? But sometimes your lungs will be tired if you keep inhaling dirty stuff all the time. There was one girl that was complaining about where she was living. In the process, she had an asthmatic attack because she was living in a toxic area. She didn't have money to rent another apartment. But that was how she got asthma. And it became so bad that she was having crisis every now and then. I saw it on CNN now. We have to be very careful. We have to be very careful. If you know that this person drinks, he smokes, let him go and marry into Debbie's here. You now say, but I'm not disturbing. I trust him. He will not smoke in the house. He will not drink in the house. But he will smoke outside and come inside with the clothes that if muskini and cigar. He will kiss you. He will hug you. He will carry the children and put on their body. 5-year-old need cancer. 4-year-old need cancer. Those children are innocent. They knew nothing about smoking or anything. Most of them inhaled from their parents. Some have pregnancy, they are pregnant and still smoking, taking shisha, taking vapor, taking this and that. Be very careful. People are dropping down. The bad thing is, the most painful part of it is that children are the ones dropping, younger ones, 20, 30, 40. When a 90-year-old is still there, healthy, walking around, 100-year-old, people are still getting up to 110, 105, 103. Almost 44, almost 43, almost 25. Why? They want you as the father. You as you're a chain smoker, as you're drinking this, you're smoking that. When the children are supposed to be engaged in activities, you are sending them Laura Biawa for me, Laura Paraga, Chelsea Nicola, for not Gao Nicola for me. Mad message duro, ma forgota, ma fori kole. All those songs, you know the Fakpata, yeah, all those songs, we are hearing them. All those concussions you don't know nothing about, they mix them together. Some will even mix sawdust for you and say, "Gumuni, go and smoke, go and drink," and you will drink, mamu. I was in Africa with my baby, 3-month-old baby, less than 3 months. I went and bought water. Okay, she is not used to omiwa. I will be drinking. She will be drinking bottled water. I found out that when they make food for her in the feeding bottle, she will not drink. She will drop it. By the time we say, okay, she wait 1 hour, 2 hours, let's go and spill it. You smell it. You'll be smelling that thing has become sour. What is sour? What is can? What's happening? That day I just said, let me just taste the water. I don't know what happened. For 3-4 days I was doing that. And when I wanted to buy the case of water, I bought like 3 or 4. I tasted it. The water was sour. Like you could feel the alum, not chlorine, alum. I said, what happened? I look at the bottle. Could it be fake? Ababuroni. Abi adulterated one ni murani. We took it back to the person. We got there. I was ashamed. I didn't want to calm down because where did you buy it? I was thinking, should I calm down? And now came that I brought one. I said, Madam, the water I bought here, me like taste it. Say, somebody just left and was complaining about the same thing. She now said, how many did I have? I said I had 4, but I won't give you the one I have opened since you bought it too. She showed me where she has those cases of water. So I said, okay, I will return the rest, the 3. But the ones I have opened already, Mugbe, me packing yellow, I think it was 12 Miji. So she gave me another one. The one she gave me again, I got home. The same thing. I was so mad. So in the morning, the following day, as I dropped the kids off school, I just went there. I said, Madam, you bow. This one, even though I've taken one out of it, I'm dropping it. I don't want. As I was talking, I just heard one woman came again with two. Say, Madam, the one you gave me again is still the same thing. The woman was furious. She just called the person and said, tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ ṣorí burúkú, ẹ máa bọ̀ ní ìsìn, gbogbo mi ò fò tẹ́ ta fún mi, ẹ máa bọ̀ ní ìsìn. So it was obvious that the seller didn't even know nothing about it. So I had to go to Crown Chemist. Mo wá lọ ra mẹ́fà, just pieces, mẹ́fà, that will last my daughter for a few days. Before I now went back there, kí n tó tún lọ rà mí. She was now showing me that, see the dates that those people said they bought it. They did not take from the company where they used to come and supply her. I want not to break it because they wanted to make more money, not knowing it was Aburo. This has happened to me before. I was pregnant. I bought on the road. Swan, I what did that water at that time. Before I could get to Bini from Ijebu-Ode Junction, before I could get to Bini, Motin Damoto Duro, because I was pregnant, the bus driver did not have any option than to wait for me. Motin bossing Ugbo, lost the toilets, by the time I got to my uncle's place, I was weak. The guy beside me said, I saw you when you were drinking it. That didn't you see the particles? But because I was thirsty, I used to buy from home. But that day I forgot. Or maybe I finished it. I had to buy another one on the road. Since then, you cannot see me buying water by the roadside. Water that I don't know the source, that I cannot go to you and fight you with for, I will not go and buy. We have to be very careful. Let's keep drinking water. Keep ourselves dehydrated. Keep ourselves hydrated, not dehydrated, please. So keep yourselves hydrated. Drink enough water. You can survive with water without food, but you cannot survive without water. You have to drink water. Drink water. Drink water at all times. Keep yourself good. When weather is cold, keep your children warm. When weather is hot, keep them with light clothes. Right? Feed your children well. When you give your children good food, you give them proportionally. You don't introduce them to huge amount of food that they will now be turning to glutton. No. They will eat proportionally. You can do so many things. You can invent so many things. And the children will be well fed. And that is it. Please. And all these cleaning products that we are using at home, Jiki, bleachy, whatever that we are using at home, I want to know, there are things we inhale. Especially people that are doing cleaning business. Make sure you wear mask. Cover your nose. If you are working in an environment that is toxic, make sure you wear so much mask, so that you'll be covering yourself. On our journey, we are all looking for money. God will help us. In the line of looking for money, may we not encounter is evil. Lágbára Ọlọ́run, we should just try and as much as possible, because when we run into all this trouble, the money we are looking for will not help us. Will not even be amount to anything. Will not be able to take care of what is on ground. So we have to be very careful. Let's eat right. Let's be clean with it. Let's do everything. Please, God will help us. Let's try our best. We don't have it all. We don't have it all. All this fuel, energy, all these things that we have, fuel, Talora, that we are buying this, we are buying that. Be very careful. Just be very careful. If you have to wear mask, let people talk about it. Let them make jest of you. Wear mask. If you cannot afford disposable mask, buy cloth masks and put it on your nose. When you put them on your nose, when one is dirty, you can buy make like 10, 15, 20. You'll be on different days. You wear them. Yes. People will talk, make jest of you. By the time they are used to you, they will know, oh, money, and to man lo mask, health, especially people that have asthma. So many children having asthma. I better pass my neighbor. you are in a room and face me, I face you. As you have one gen, your neighbor has. Everybody, what they said, your window, but smoke is now entering the house. That is the house you can afford for now. But at the same time, you can make it so good in such a way that the children don't end up being sick or you being sick all the time. Please, let's try our best. Let's try our best. Let's keep. It is well with us. I hope you have learned one thing or the other from what I have said. I'm sure I did not say it all. I have only said it based on my own opinion, my own aspirations, what I have seen, what I have been through. This is what I'm using as examples so that you can learn from it. I hope you have learned one thing or the other. I don't know it all. We have experts on all these things. Please, don't be angry. Don't be annoyed if I have touched one thing or the other that is so painful to you. I'm just trying to make sure that we are all in good shape. Please, let's try, because a lot of things don't share, and rest is part of it. Please, I keep saying it. Let's keep resting. The more we rest, the more we have energy. The more we have even help. What is it called? Rest help your skin. Helps everything else. Help your brain. The level at which people have dementia these days is because most people don't rest. We are now forgetful. We forget everything that we're not supposed to be forgetting. Please, let's keep trying. Make sure you drink enough water every day, right? Take your health to be your number one important thing, like make it a very major concern for you to just take care of yourself, take care of your family, your children, your wife, your husband. Take care of it. So whatever you think, whatever you eat or drink or inhale, it has a lot to do with your health. That is your lifestyle. Your lifestyle matters so much in whatever you do in life. Your lifestyle, the way you have lived your life, what you have put inside your view, you have inhaled, you have eaten. Health is wealth. Yes, God bless you. Though the longevity of your life is not based on you or whatever you have eaten. But try your best. Try your best. Be determined. That is, your lifestyle at times add more to it. The way you have lived it. The life that is supposed to be long, people cut it short by not eating good, by not living healthy, healthy lifestyle, not having a healthy lifestyle. So only ilera loro. That is, health is wealth. Please make your health to be your priority. God bless you. Thank you so much as we have come today. I am still Oluabi, as you all know, or Abid Busi, depending on which page you're watching me from. Thank you for joining as usual. Please keep sending. It doesn't matter we have ended the program or not. You can still send. People are still watching after the program. And then you can go to the YouTube. If El Nino is there, you can pin it down for them. www.youtube.com/@oluabi. www.youtube.com/@oluabi. So you can go to there and see Thoughtful Event. Most of our past videos, because each time I keep video on the Facebook, some of them get deleted after some time, but on YouTube they are still there. You can still make references. You can even send to people. Go and subscribe, comment, like, God bless you. Thank you so much. Bring as many people as you can to Thoughtful Event. Thoughtful Event is growing. By the grace of God, this year we are going to do some things by God's grace. If you are not there, you are nowhere, right? So join us, please. Send to as many people as you can. God bless you. I know the network had an issue. It almost locked me out, so I had to do some things. I had to connect to something. So thank you so very much. On Mondays we have our online market squad, and Reality Corner, where we give you so many topics, different kind of topics. Another one is coming on Monday, is a banger. Thank you, by God's grace. Just join us. You'll be glad you did. And this one is always being brought to you by Thoughtful Events every Thursday evening by 8:30. Thank you. I'm sorry that I've taken so much time, but food, I didn't even, what I wrote down, if you see what I have written down, you'll be surprised. I've written so many things, you see? But I didn't talk about half of what I've written down, but I had to just cut it because I found out that we can talk about food for years and we won't stop talking. So thank you so much. God bless you. I really appreciate you. Till Monday again at 7 p.m. Nigerian time when we are going to meet. God bless you and I love you. Oluwabi is still the name, or Abid Busi. Thank you.